All right, let's take a look at the last type of decision-making statement here, a match statement. So a match statement is similar to the switch statement in C. And if you're not familiar with it, don't worry, we're going to go through it all step by step. But essentially what it does is the match statement allows the variable to be tested against a list of values to do what? Well, to see if it matches. And then you can kind of structure it out like a switch. And it kind of looks like a switch. And then if you're confused, worry not. I'll show you how. So let's say we're working at a laboratory and we have a microbiome and we want to test in our code to see if our microbiome has any matches. So we're going to say actually first this is my comment, so I'll say match statement example. And we're going to say let microbiome equal a string here, and it'll be just, XC12, some kind of fancy science acronym. And let's say we want to match the microbiomes to body parts. So we're going to create another variable here, which will be a body part, or a body part. And what we want to do to create a match statement is we set the body part to the microbiome. So we're going to say let body part equal. And here we can create our logic to check for the matches. So now we're going to run a check. And we can say XC12. And what we do is we bring in this arrow, and the arrow is going to run the check. So it's going to say XC12. And so if XC12 is a match of the microbiome to the body part, which, hint, hint, it is, right? Print found match for microbiome. And then since we want to add more to it, we're actually going to wrap this whole thing in curly brackets and say tummy biome. So the match is going to be the tummy biome. And this is an expression, so we're going to end the expression. All right, it's not an argument. Actually, we would want to place our comma here because like a switch statement, we're having matches. So we're going to check multiple. We're going to essentially just create a list and then go through the list and check to see which ones matches. Let's say we have another one, which is MPT1, and this could be I biome. Make this one word. We could have another one, TTW6, which could be the finger. Finger. Should I put a space? No, I'll keep it. Finger biome. And then we also have an underscore for our defaults. And we're going to set the underscore to just unknown. So anything else, we'll just get this unknown. And that just kind of defaults to keep us safe, right? So just in case there's no matches with the data that we have, we can select unknown. Okay, and then we want to close the expression. And then when we close the expression, remember, what actually did we do? Well, we're setting body part to microbiome under the conditions in which there's a match. In this case, this is matching. So body part's going to get what? Well, it should get this because XC12 is what microbiome is. And so because this matches, we should get this print. But let's print now the result of that so we could actually see it in action. All right, that's the final part of this match. So we want to say print ln. We can say the biome match is, and here we just bring in body part, like that, and close the statement. All right, let's run this code and see if we have any errors, since this is live and alive. Ooh, so I see an error here. Let me take a look at what I did. So I see. So there's one more missing element in order to make this match statement work, and that actually is the match keyword. And the match keyword is going to allow for this structure to exist for us to actually match and know that that's the code that we're writing. So it's very important that you add the match keyword when you're checking to see the evaluations of a match. So let's go ahead and run it again. And now when we take a look over here at the bottom, what do we see? Biome match is tummy biome. And doesn't that make sense? Doesn't that make sense? Because XC12 actually matches with the microbiome of XC12. And since we're looking for a match in microbiome, we want to set that match up to body part. And whatever happens with, and then whatever we execute from XC12 is what we want to print. Found match for the microbiome. And we even see found match for microbiome over here, up here as well. So both things are printed. All right, so that's the match statement example. That's the else if. the if-else, the if, and there you go. That's your decision-making structures in Rust in a nutshell. Okay, but we're not done, because I think that I've done enough coding for one day. It's time to pass the buck to you. So whenever you're ready for an exercise and a bit of a challenge, I'll see you in the next video. Okay, see you there, hotshot.